Hello, this is Richard Wilson from the Family Office Club. I'm coming to you from Portugal today. I wanted to record a short follow-up video to a video I just published about a week ago on LinkedIn about how an investor from one of our conferences at DealFlow West said you have to have your investment pitch and positioning down to a 15-second statement or less, or you're dead in the water and you've lost the attention of the investor. It was interesting when I posted it online. I try to keep the videos very short and to the point because I know everybody's very busy and I only have a minute or two of your attention. And someone's exact response was 15 seconds, that's BS. That's not true. So I wanted to give about 10 examples of when you only have 10, 15 seconds to grab an investor's attention. One is like an email I just sent to a $1 billion plus family office in Brazil. It's one of my neighbors in Key Biscayne. And I literally sent him an email with 4 teasers, all 1 or 2 sentences long. And I said, which one of these 4 would you like to get connected to or have a phone call with? And he scans those and sees which 1 or 2 or none that he's interested in. So if you can't get it down to that 1 or 2 sentences for that piece of deal flow, then you're not going to be able to catch the investor's attention. And the worst part of that is that was me writing the teasers on these companies. So the company themselves or the investment itself, you have to have it down to 15 seconds or a sentence and a half, because if you don't, there's no way I'm going to do a good job of doing that. I'm not going to be able to reinterpret what your unique positioning is and what the investment opportunity is. Another example is at a conference. If you're in passing, get in a cup of coffee, talk to the person next to you, get in a cup of coffee, and you have to explain what you do. You have just the pour of that coffee to get their attention, or that elevator ride, and they're walking away. Another example is if you sponsor an event and you're giving an educational talk, and at the end you have 1 slide, you have 2 minutes or less to communicate your positioning, or you hear somebody speak on stage and there's 15 people waiting to speak with them, and out of the 50 business cards they go home with and those 15 people in line, how are you going to stand out with that FaceTime you have with that investor? You really have to have it dialed in, because most of it is just going to seem like a blur, and they're probably only going to spend meaningful time with maybe 3 to 5 people out of those 50 they connected with at the event. More common examples would be leaving a voicemail for an investor, sending an email to an investor, that first sentence, trying to book a meeting, book a phone call, book a conference call, get them to open your one-pager and actually look at it, has to be really meaningful. Another example would be doing direct mail. If they get something in the mail, the second they open it, either the title of the one-pager or that first sentence at the top that's hopefully in a larger font has to grab their attention and hook them and bring them in. These are all examples of how you have to be very concise and very focused in your communications, or you're just lost in the noise of the industry, because everybody's claiming to be unique, claiming to be the best, claiming to be risk-adjusted, absolute return, and different from the competition. And you have to know the competition and yourself well enough to communicate how you're different in that 15 to 30 seconds or sometimes less. So this was Richard Wilson. Hope you got some value from this video. Please see my other one on how you have 15 seconds or less to pitch an investor if you're wondering what this video response is referring to. And hopefully we'll see you at one of our Family Office Club events next. For our schedule, please see familyoffices.com.